How you doing? So promoters said we ain't getting any beer or food.
I'm sorry, Paulie. He said he only pre-sold 7 tickets.
We used to sell this place out in advance.
I know.
What's happening?
It is set in the dark LA music scene, depicting fame and tragedy. I love this line in one simple guitar riff.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Antonucci is my guest today, and it's great to meet you, Lorenzo. This is Paradise City on Amazon Prime. That's a big deal, but you've been doing some great work, and this is yet another feather in your cap.
Thank you, Carlos. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. This has been, I would say this is a little more close to the vest because of the, like a little tighter to the heart because of the world we come from. I come from the music background, and I was in a band, toured for 10 years, and spent a lot of time in San Diego recording. This world that we created, well, Ash created, but we all worked on and honed in on and weighed in on, is very authentic from the music background. From as far as agencies, the managers, the indie labels, the major.
Yeah, I
labels.
get that feeling when I'm watching the show. It looks so like whoever wrote this really understands the business, because this can be dark, it can be tough. You might only sell 3 tickets to a show, and then what the heck do you do, right? I mean, I like the grit and I like the authenticity of it.
Yeah, thank you. That's I've been in a band. I managed my band. I was, pretty much the band leader, and we, us together, we came up with, this world, and it's kind of wild how.
Tell me about Paulie, the character, because Paulie's based on a real person, right?
Yeah, Paulie passed away. He was one of my best friends. He spent time with me out there in San Diego too. We did 2 records there.
Wow.
He passed away on the same day I'm doing my first episode ever with Ballers, and I'm playing opposite Dwayne Johnson. What do you call that? I don't know, but that was like the best and worst thing ever at the same time, and it was hard to rationalize and really wrap my head around, and it was hard to be. I don't know what I was going through at the time, but Paulie, I wanted to kind of like do like a tribute to him. He was always a positive guy, and he was just always like, oh, everything's cool, because he was the young guy and he was excited. So, that's where kind of like we tap into that character. So, and he loved to smoke weed. So I just wanted to add that into there, but that's pretty much, it's a tribute to him, because he was a real lovable person, and everybody loved him. And all the band members loved him for all the bands. We were just like brothers. He was like
the energy on the screen is palpable. You can really feel it, and you also the kind of the dark underbelly of the music scene, which of course is very true. I mean, LA can be an ugly place if you're not strong, and you will get shoved down the pipe and you won't make it. So it can be a tough business, and actually Paradise City actually shows just how tough it can be on your psyche if you're not strong enough to get through all of the nonsense that you have to get through to make it. And you managed to capture that in this show very effectively.
Yeah, because
you've been through that, because if you had a band,
Yeah, I've been through it, and so has a lot of the bands on the label. So Ash dealt with that, and I've dealt with it on being with him, or I've been there myself experiencing these things. So I had a lot to offer as far as authenticity as well. And it's just a lot of this stuff happened, some of it's fabricated, elevated, for cinema and TV and of whatnot, but it's as authentic as can be, especially in LA Sunset Strip TV rock show, So I think we captured that element, and why we wanted to shoot in Los Angeles, why we wanted to stay here and do it. And, we went and did this independently. This was a very major undertaking financially, and it was a very grueling process to get it made and finished, but it's been a beautiful journey, and it's a beautiful grind, but we got it done, and nobody's done it. I don't think anybody's done. It's unprecedented, one, but it's never been done that there's a television show at 8 episodes as high as, I mean, the quality is as high as any other show on television. It ain't
sure.
like,
Absolutely.
it looks just as good as any other show. So, we just didn't have a network or a studio or unlimited funds behind us. So we had to really,
Well, it's all on the screen. It's a fantastic 8 episodes on Amazon Prime. And Lorenzo Antonucci, thank you so much for being with us. Continued success to you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to seeing you in person someday.
And I look forward to me and you, Carlos. And what's that Emmy about back there? I see that Emmy. I'm happy.
That old thing?
Yeah. Well, hey, man, you got one, man. God bless. That's awesome.
Thank you so much. It's good.
Like how it's sitting on your shoulder.
Yeah, just sitting right there, kind of mad. Yeah, don't worry too much about that. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for being with us,
Thank
Lorenzo.
you. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Take care.